Well, hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to my next TanuriX video where, as promised, I delve into some more deeper, self-reflective, yet interesting and exciting inner work. Yes, as you may know from a previous video, I discussed that I will continue to explore topics related to going within, deeper within. Especially with the whole corona craze happening right now, a lot of us may be frustrated that we can't go outside, or that we can't go outside that much. Well, you certainly can go inside. And today I'd like to talk about lucid dreaming. No, not daydreaming, but dreaming, with a very key difference, that you're lucid, meaning that you're awake. What do you mean you're awake? You can't be awake in a dream. You're dreaming. But that's where you're wrong. Because you can absolutely be totally and fully conscious and awake in your dream, fully aware that you are in fact dreaming. And knowing this means that all the crazy shit you get up to in your dreams, you can still now do, but you are fully aware of it. And in fact, now you can choose what you want to do in your dreams, and you can control it. Want to fly? Well, then just think about flying, and you can, and you will. Want to swim like a fish in the ocean, breathing water? Then you can. And I use these two examples because these two examples are exactly the things that I did in some of my earlier lucid dreamings. My earlier lucid dreams. That's right. I flew in my dream like Superman. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it was me flying in my dream. Hell, I even felt like Aquaman when I swam through the seas like a freaking fish. Seriously, it was amazing. So, there are two questions one might be asking right now, and questions I'd like to answer from my not so extensive experience on lucid dreaming, but experience nonetheless. Question one is something you might be asking yourself. All right, why would one want to lucid dream? Why wouldn't you? If you can fly like Superman, if you can swim like Aquaman, if that's the only thing you can experience in your lucid dream, wouldn't you want to do it just for that? Hell yeah! But that's not all you can do. Question two that you might be asking yourself. If you want to learn how to lucid dream, how would one achieve lucidity in their dream? So let's start with question one. Why would you want to lucid dream? Well, I've already touched on that. Why wouldn't you, right? I mean, if you can fly like Superman, if you could swim like Aquaman, wouldn't you want to experience what that would feel like? Even if that's the only thing you could do. But you could do so much more. So if you could, you totally would. And what's fascinating about lucid dreaming is that it feels so real. Depending on your level of lucidity, of course. I mean, if you are fully lucid in the dream, as real as this floor feels beneath me right now on my fingertips, as real as the world appears and seems to be around me right now, is as real as the dream feels when you become fully lucid. Everything feels real. Another reason to do it is because then you get to that point where you ask that question, what is real? And yeah, you will ask this question. If it feels as real as this, the real world, well then what is real? Is the dream real? Am I dreaming right now? How do I know I'm not dreaming right now? Perhaps the dream world is just as real as the waking world. And these are fascinating and interesting questions to ask, and some that you can explore in the dream world, and questions you might only be able to answer if you choose to explore lucid dreaming. I mean, scientists will say it's not real, it's just your imagination, it's an hallucination, it's just a projection of your subconscious. And yeah, maybe it is, but I guarantee you 90% of those scientists aren't trying to explore lucid dreaming, to try to really understand it. And those that are, guess what? Almost all of them say there's something more to it than just what traditional science says. Now, besides the obvious hedonistic experiences that you can explore in the dreams, and by hedonistic I mean always in seek of pleasure, because yeah, that's what you're going to experience in the beginning. You can experience all the amazing things that give you a sense of euphoria and pleasure, whether it's sex or being able to fly or being able to swim like a fish under the ocean. This is what you will initially begin to explore. But as your experience and your ability improves in lucid dreaming, you start to go deeper and you start to explore deeper into understanding yourself, your purpose, and what it is that you can learn, not just from the lucid dream, but from waking reality. Eventually, you experience things that go far beyond what you understand about the dream world. And you may begin to experience things that challenge you to begin going deeper and deeper into yourself, learning about you in this lifetime, and again, your purpose. Yep, it can even get that deep and powerful. But you can only really know for sure if you choose to explore. Does that rhyme? Sure, explore. Well, if I say it like that, sure, explore. Yeah, sure, explore. No, it doesn't rhyme. Never mind. Second question. Now, I'm assuming that should you still be watching the video, that you're interested in exploring lucid dreaming. And therefore, I'll briefly detail 3 main strategies that worked for me. Strategies that if you implement and are consistent with, you will eventually have a lucid dream. But remember, it's different for everyone. For some, they may experience a lucid dream in the same night, and others may take longer, but persist. Only with consistency can there be success. Alright, so let's touch on the 3 main strategies. They are reality checks, affirmations or intentions, and a dream journal. So firstly, let's talk about reality checks. What is that? So similar to what you see in the movie Inception, where the main character spins a spinning top, and when the spinning top falls over, he knows that he's in the waking world, in the waking reality. And if the spinning top keeps spinning, well, that's not possible. It should eventually fall over. That is his realization that he's in the dream, because sometimes you just can't tell, right? And that's what a reality check is. So I'm not saying you need to buy yourself a spinning top, because there are things you can do to check your reality in everyday life. Things like trying to push your finger through your hand. Pretty simple. It doesn't go through. So for me right now, I'm checking my reality and I realize that I'm in my waking reality because my finger can't go through my hand. Or I try to pull my finger. Well, nothing's happening. So I guess I'm in waking reality now. There's that thing that people would say, right? Pinch myself. Am I dreaming? Yeah, that's a technique you can use too. Because if you pinch yourself, you can feel the pinch. It's a little bit painful. Just as would happen if you're really, really studying hard for a test, you spend so much time studying for that exam or that test that eventually kind of crosses over into your dreams, right? You end up dreaming about studying, or you end up dreaming about that subject. Well, the same happens with reality checks. The more you check your reality, the more that crosses over into the dream. But the difference is, in the dream, the following happens. You try to push your finger through your hand, your finger goes through your hand. You try to pull your finger, guess what? Your finger stretches. You pinch yourself, you don't feel it. And those triggers, if you will, those realizations are sometimes enough to wake you up, to make you go, whoa, wait a minute, this isn't real, I'm dreaming. Or your finger goes through your hand, wait a minute, this isn't real, I'm dreaming. Or, I don't feel anything, wait a minute, this is not real, this is my dream. So that's the first thing. Do reality checks throughout the day. Number 2, affirmations and intentions. Before going to bed at night, as you are falling to sleep, repeat to yourself certain affirmations, certain intentions, things that you want to achieve. I can give you an example of a script that you could use. When I'm dreaming, I will know that I'm dreaming and I'll become lucid in my dream. And you repeat that to yourself as you fall asleep. When I'm dreaming, I will know that I'm dreaming and I'll become lucid in my dream. So you're basically telling your subconscious, this is important and this is what I want to have happen. And as you fall off into sleep, you're going into theta, into alpha state, which is basically trance-like state, which is the state where most hypnotists bring people to so that they can, give them certain scripts and certain things that they tell their subconscious, which is why people in hypnosis do certain things and they don't realize it. So what you're doing as you repeat this to yourself is, in essence, you're kind of almost self-hypnotizing yourself. You're repeating something to your subconscious that you want it to know, so that in the dream, perhaps you wake up, you become lucid. So that's the second thing. affirmations, and intentions. And the third thing that you should do is keep a dream journal. So as you wake up in the morning, or as you wake up in the middle of the night, or if you wake up from a lucid dream, immediately the very first thing you need to do is grab your journal and write down everything you remember. Whether it was a lucid dream, whether it was a dream itself but you weren't able to attain lucidity, or even if you just remember a color or a single word, it doesn't matter. Whatever you remember, write it down. And the reason for this is because you're telling your subconscious, this is important for me, I want to start remembering. And the more you start doing that, writing down your dreams, the more dreams you'll find you start remembering. Trust me, this happened to me. One time I remembered 7 dreams from a single night when I woke up. Actually, I only remember 2 upon waking up, but as I was writing those 2 down, other dreams started flowing back to me, and I started remembering, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember dreaming this, I remember dreaming that. And the more I did that, the more I started experiencing greater levels of awareness in my dreams until I became fully conscious and fully lucid. Now, there are many other things that I can touch on. There's a lot that can be discussed when it comes to lucid dreaming, but if I do, it's going to make this video really long. And I'm sure it's already way longer than you're used to watching videos. So I'm going to keep it as short as I can, and I know it's really long, so I'm going to cut it there. And I'll touch on a little bit of more stuff, a few more techniques and ideas that you can use to go deeper into your lucid dreams or just to achieve lucidity, so that I don't bore you too much with this really long video. So if you are interested, look out for the sequel to Lucid Dreaming where I'll go deeper into this particular subject, and I'll list a few books that you can explore as well. Books that you can read to learn even more if you want to go deeper into this practice. All right, that's it. I'm going to leave it there. Remember, if you can't go outside, go inside. And hell, why not have lucid dreams? Think about this. I'm going to end off on this final note. If you're dreaming, if you're sleeping, what else are you doing, right? You're not doing anything else besides sleeping. Why don't you explore lucid dreams then? It's something else that you could do while you're sleeping. All right, let's leave it there. Until next time, I hope you watch the sequel to this video. If you like my videos, consider watching some more of my videos. Is it this side? I don't know. Consider watching more of my videos. Alternatively, subscribe. I'd really love it if you could like the video, subscribe. The more people that do, the more people that can watch it. And it makes this worthwhile for me because I'm able to continue doing it. Anyways, let's leave it at that. Until next time, ciao for now.